Hey, what's up, people?
Hey, good people.
Man, listen, I'm so glad y'all took out a little bit of your time tonight to jump on with us. It's going to be a great night.
It's going to be an awesome night.
An awesome night, yeah. I hope you got that same kind of enthusiasm. So listen, tonight is going to be about entrepreneurs and business and all that good stuff. So if you know any business owners, entrepreneurs, or people that want to jump into something right now, this is the night for them.
This is the night.
This is the night.
Yes.
So listen, this is what I need you to do. Share this link, invite some people, get them around your phone, around your TV, or wherever you're watching this, because this is going to be a power-packed night. We want you to leave tonight empowered, all right? So that's the whole point of this. And so sit back, relax, get your people, get your popcorn, do whatever you got to do. And we just want to say,
welcome to the recovery room.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm glad you didn't go nowhere. Again, like I said, sit back, relax. We're gonna have a great time tonight. We're gonna share some amazing information with you, because one of the responsibilities of our show, we believe, is to make sure that when you come in and you listen, it's not a waste of your time, and that number two, you're going to leave with some type of empowerment. I mean, what better way to facilitate some things in your life is by being empowered to do so.
That's it.
Right?
It's good.
All right. So we're going to jump right in it tonight. Again, welcome to the Recovery Room, guys. This is show number 2.
Number 2.
And we're excited about it. So hopefully your entrepreneurs are around. But this is what we want to do. So every week for the next few weeks or so, we're going to kind of just start off with a few things that we want to just share with you about the Recovery Room, because people ask, well, what is the Recovery Room?
Right. What's that?
So they want to know, like, what is it? Like, are y'all doctors? Are y'all nurses? Are y'all physicians? Like, what are you? So first, we're none of those things.
None.
All right. So, but we do just kind of want to share with you just a little bit, real briefly and real quick, basically some things about the Recovery Room. So number one, we just want to be able to give you a spiritual basis of what we're doing. All right. Because even though we're going to do a lot of things we're going to talk about are going to be natural things, we still have a foundation that's rooted in Christ.
Right.
All right. So we're going to start off with this. So first of all, the basis of our spiritual side of this is going to be found in Psalms 147:3. And this is what it says. It says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, healing their pain and comforting their sorrow. This is Psalms 147 in the Amplified version.
That sounds like recovery.
That sounds like recovery. That definitely sounds like recovery. So listen, if you are in this space right now, as it relates to Psalms 147, please know that you are in a place of recovery. And again, welcome to recovery.
Yes.
Number one, people say, what is recovery? Well, basically, recovery is this. By definition, recovery is a return to a normal state of health, mind, or strength. All right, let me say that again. A return to a normal state of health, mind, or strength. So basically look at it like this. You were in a particular state in life concerning one of these particular areas. Something happened. It took you out of that state. And then something else happened that brought you back into it.
Right.
Got it? Let me say that one more time. You were in one of those particular states, health, mind, wellness, spiritual, finance, relationships, all of that good stuff. Something happened. It took you out of that state, but then something else happened and it brought you back into that state. All right. That's what recovery is.
Yes.
All right. So number 2, who needs recovery? So the first thing was, what is recovery? Number 2, who needs recovery? Who needs recovery is anyone who has had a moment in their life where they required a procedure, made a mistake, was hurt, experienced a form of grief, etc. Any of those things, that would be someone who needs recovery.
Yes.
So look at it like this. You went through a situation and never had time to regroup or recover from it. So right now, at this point in your life, you're still battling with the effects.
Right.
That's what, if that's you, you need recovery.
We all need recovery at times. Yes.
Lift my hands and put my offering in. Number 3, why do we need recovery? We need recovery You listening? We need recovery as a time to return to a state of stability.
Yes.
That's why you need it. You need it. So look at it like this. Doctors will say that a bone that has been broken, listen, a bone that has been broken and healed is actually stronger than it was before the trauma that it experienced.
Wow.
So basically, yeah. So basically, when you go through recovery, you come out of that thing stronger. Marvin Sapp said it better. Stronger, wiser, and better. So much better.
Yes.
All right. Last thing, number 4. When do you need recovery? Well, let's start with number 1 again. Number 1, what is recovery? Number 2, who needs it? And number 3, why do we need it? And number 4, when do you need recovery? You need recovery whenever the issues of life have taken you on a journey that affected normalcy in your life. So here's a great example, because we are all in it right now.
Right.
We are all in it. For instance, after everything we are all going to experience during this time of quarantine, dealing with COVID-19, 2021, all of this COVID stuff, we are all going to need some form of recovery.
That's right.
We'll all need some time to recoup from this situation that we've been dealing with.
Yes.
All right. So that's our 4 things that we're going to kind of just hit on every week as it relates to what recovery is. Since everybody wants to know, this is your new talk show. And so we need you on here every week, because we're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to bring in some guests later. But you know what? Let's go ahead and let's jump into the focus of tonight. Yeah.
Yes.
So tonight, what are we talking about?
We're talking about entrepreneur, small businesses, that what do you do during this time of COVID-19? What do you do during any type of pandemic? How do you survive?
Yeah.
So we have some great points that we want to make sure you leave tonight with. And the first thing is to focus on the numbers.
The numbers.
Yes.
Numbers matter.
Right, they do. So it looks like we have some businesses for as examples that we can pull on. So you want to go into those numbers?
Absolutely. Yes. So let's look at this. And so basically what these numbers are talking about are businesses, both big business and small businesses, that have had to deal with this pandemic, this epidemic, or whatever this COVID thing is. So according to to a survey conducted by Main Street America, you guys can search that out, Main Street America. On March 26th, it says 7.5 million small businesses will shut permanently.
Wow.
If business disruption caused by COVID-19 continues unabated. What that simply means is, if this thing continues on and we don't ever see a curve in this pandemic, if it never dwindles, if it never goes down, if it does not go away, 7.5 million small businesses will shut their doors permanently.
Wow, that's a big number.
That's a huge number.
Right.
Like that's 7.5. That's a country.
Yes.
Like all by itself. You
Wow.
know. That's some big numbers. Second thing they said was, in their survey, around 2/3 of entrepreneurs said they may have to shut forever if business disruption continues at a current rate for up to 5 months. So basically what they're saying is, if at the rate things are going, it continues like that until August. They're saying these are small businesses now. The first one dealt with big businesses. Okay, we're talking about major companies. This one is related to small businesses. It says if in the next 5 months, this continues, they're going to have to shut their doors permanently. Permanently. Guys, think about that. You are a business owner. You are an entrepreneur. Right. You are a person that wants to start a business, and you like, I don't know where, I don't know what, I don't know when, I don't know how, etc., etc. That's why you're on here tonight watching this, because this information that we're giving you is gonna provide you some tools to combat what we're in, what's coming, and later.
Right.
All right.
Yes, and it's definitely going to make you a better business owner, and your customers and clients will appreciate the fact that you care enough to invest more into your business and to be able to love on them more during this time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So you want to go into your examples?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, like I said, the first numbers, the first projections were from like big businesses. So, but here's the thing: there are businesses that are being affected by this. However, let me say this like this: there are some that are being affected by this in a bad way, but there are also businesses that are being affected like this in a very good way.
Right.
And I want to give you some examples of those that are being affected in a very, very, very good way. So one of the companies is Activision Blizzard. And y'all like, what the heck is that?
What is that?
So for all my gamers out there, all my gamers, lift your hands up, my gamers, there's a game called, you know this very well, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. They are the proprietors of that game.
Okay.
They pushed it out there. Electronic Arts, all my gamers again. Y'all know FIFA, the soccer thing. Y'all know Madden NFL. Y'all all know Madden.
Okay.
Nintendo.
Wow.
Clorox Company.
Oh yeah.
And this name right here, I had a little difficult time saying this name even as I was researching this, but it's called, the name is Reckitt Benckiser. Reckitt Benckiser.
Okay, what is that?
You know Lysol?
Uh-huh.
All of this stuff y'all buying every week, spraying?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they own their company.
Wow.
All right. Peloton.
Okay.
You see them on TV all the time. People riding them bikes.
Right. Oh,
Peloton.
yeah.
Publix and Kroger. Publix and Kroger. Beyond Meat.
Yes.
We love Beyond Meat. 3M. You know 3M for their little fancy technology and being able to allow you to put stuff on a wall without putting a hole in it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
little tacky little stuff. Wayfair and Overstock. All the ladies, I know y'all know that company. Those two companies. Because I'm pretty sure a truck is probably getting ready to pull up in your yard as we speak. Slack and Zoom. If you don't know what Slack is basically a project management tool.
Okay.
So it's like employers can assign people things to do through Slack, and then you can go in there and you can check, I did it. Kind of like Monday.
Okay.
You know Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just like that. It's kind of like Monday. And then, of course, we all know what Zoom is because everybody in the
Everyone
world is using Zoom
is using
right now.
Zoom. Yes.
All right. Now, the reason I brought up these companies, because these are big businesses that are thriving right now. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second.
Okay.
Now, what we want to do is, if you want to highlight the small business that we want to just talk about real quick.
Yes, this one small business that's located in Georgia that has caught our eye, and the reason why it caught our eye is because she thought of. Right when the epidemic started, she immediately went into trying to go into curbside service, providing boxes for her dessert business, and providing where she can ship the box to you, and you make your own cupcakes, designer cupcakes. And the name of that business is My Fair Sweets in Timberland Mall.
Cumberland
Mall.
Timberland, that's in New York.
Yeah. Okay.
So in Cumberland Mall.
Cumberland Mall here in Georgia. And we just wanted to highlight because as soon as I saw there's some of the thinking, being proactive that she was doing, I thought that was brilliant. And that's what a lot of small businesses, we have to think that way. We have to basically go into that proactive kind of mode to see exactly what the needs are.
Versus reactive.
Right.
Yeah.
And yes, definitely. So that was one small business that we wanted to highlight because we applaud her for just going in and making those services available to our customers. And then guess what? She was able to keep her business going.
Yeah.
So that was one good thing.
Basically, this is what it did. She was a person that thought about her customers and how much they loved her product.
Right.
They loved her product, and she's like, listen, we in this particular time, how can I still provide my customers my service, my product, even in the midst of everything that's going on? And so that's basically what she did. She created a way, like Shamisha said, she created a way for you to be able to purchase her cake mix. You can make your own cakes at home, your own cupcakes. So listen, y'all should reach out to her on Instagram.
Yes.
I believe it is at My Fair Sweets. Right?
Yes.
At My Fair Sweets on Instagram. Reach out to her, man, and get y'all some cake mix and all that good stuff. Now, those are example of businesses that are thriving during this time. The big businesses, the reason why they are thriving is because the products that they are providing, people are considering essential right now.
Right. Definitely.
Gamers are at home,
Right.
nothing to do but eat food,
Right.
drink soda, or their own personal libation,
Right.
whatever it is, and play video games.
Or they can exercise. So
Or,
that's one.
or they can exercise.
Yeah.
You know, you got people that's doing all kind of DIY projects.
Right.
So 3M got stuff for your DIY projects.
That's
I mean,
it.
all that stuff. Everybody's wiping it down,
Right.
it down. So guess what? That's why you got your Clorox and your Lysol. That's why these companies are thriving during this moment, because they have a product that is essential.
And
right in
one,
this time.
let me just point this out. Some of those companies are thriving because of the fact that they have online shopping.
Online shopping.
Right.
Online shopping.
And see, so that's what caught my eye with a lot of companies that were that had the ability to service their customers in more than one way.
In more than one way. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
but there was a couple of companies that did not have, they had a website, but they did not have the option to do online shopping.
Right.
And so now they're just opening their doors in some states
Right.
to be able to service customers, but I hope they can bounce back from that.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the whole, as Shemitra just mentioned, it's about being proactive,
Right.
not reactive. So if you're in this particular time and you're launching or you have a business,
Yes.
so how can we say this, Karen? You should already be in a place of reinventing yourself.
Right.
You should already be there. You should already be in a place of reinventing yourself, because companies like Marshalls, for instance, and Ross, these were two of the companies that we saw that they did not have an online purchasing system.
Right.
So that meant that when their stores closed, they just have merchandise sitting in their stores.
Right.
But if they would have had a way to purchase items online, then people could have been going online. Their workers
Right.
could have, practiced social distancing. Could have practiced social distancing there at their store to make sure that orders and things like that got out. So you have to have a proactive system. There is no way in the 21st century. We are in the 21st century, right? There's no way in the 21st century, in the year 2020, that you can operate a business solely brick and mortar.
That's it.
It's basically almost impossible. Even restaurants. Think about restaurants. Even restaurants no longer fully only function within the brick and
Right.
mortar concept, because you have people that are at work, people that are not getting ready to get in their car and drive around
Right.
town to go find food. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna get on their phone, DoorDash, Uber, Shipt,
Yeah.
Lyft, all of that stuff. That's what they're going to do. So you cannot be a business in 2020 with only a brick and mortar concept or perspective of doing business, because
That's
if
it.
so,
You're going to be left behind.
you're going to get lost.
Yeah.
Because if we, God forbid, we hit another moment like this
Right.
and you're not ready, once we there, you already too late.
Right.
You got what I'm saying?
That's so true. There's 3 areas that I believe that any small business entrepreneur, they should be focusing on, or they should be just maybe looking into it a little bit more. And one of the areas is actually, like we just mentioned, websites that you are able to have online shopping.
Yeah.
That's one thing. You want to make sure you have, like I said, multiple ways for your clients, your customers to be able to shop with you. And that's a good thing that you mentioned about the brick and mortar. One thing that I noticed that during this time that a lot of companies are actually moving their from a building to remote agents, or having remote clientele that they're able to work from home for their employees and be able to still function as a thriving company.
Right.
So if you're going to make those moves, that means you have to, once again, be proactive, understanding that the situation has changed.
Right.
So what do I need to do to be effective during this pandemic? And that's one thing, is to make a decision to maybe not go straight back to the building, maybe have your employees work remotely. One thing that I have noticed, if you are going to do that route of having your employees work remotely, is to make sure you come up with tasks for them to do.
Right.
Since we're going to have that example of having online shopping, that means somebody's going to have to run the online
Right. That's their
background.
job,
That's
sitting right there in
sitting
front
right
of the
there,
computer,
making sure
that,
yes,
yeah.
servicing the customers. One other way that I thought was awesome is a lot of companies went in and they actually offer delivery service. So they'll bring the items to you. If it's through, like you said, through the other means of Uber Eats, Grubhub, any of that. But guess what? Some of them actually had their employees be the delivery drivers. So that was another way to offer your employees to still be working during this time. I just believe that you have to be proactive in those moves in order for your business to stay thriving.
Matter of fact, that may be for somebody right now. It may be meant for you because you're watching this and you're saying, man, all of these delivery companies out here, listen, you can never have too many delivery companies.
Right.
Maybe somebody on here right now, maybe it's your responsibility in this moment to start a delivery company that'll deliver for anybody.
Yes.
For anybody.
Yes.
Like because for the most part, everyone's connected to one of those few other ones that we mentioned, Grubhub, Uber,
Postmates.
Postmates, DoorDash.
Right.
Everyone's connected to those. But maybe in this moment, maybe it's on you. Maybe that's the thing that you need to start in this moment. Maybe your business has shifted.
Right.
Maybe what you were doing is kind of no longer in an essential status. Maybe there's something else for you to do. So whoever that's for, I hope that you go ahead and do it. Pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Let God speak into your mind a vision for it, and go out and do it. And then, shoot us back something and let us know. Let us know what it is.
And one thing that I was just debating about, okay, what should we talk about? Like going back and forth, what's going to really help? And I know we had put the question out, what do I do now? Because we're in it, right? So I believe right now, each entrepreneur, small business owner should be transparent being transparent. If I can talk. Transparent, just to let your clients and your customers know where you're at. Yeah. That's the first thing, and let them know.
You mean like financial wise, or just kind of business wise?
I think all of it. What I'm saying? Where you're at for is your business, what you're intending to do for the future, letting them know how you're going to set up when they do come back into your building. If you're going to be a brick and mortar business, how are they going to feel comfortable? You want to make sure that you even show them the steps that you're going to be taking for its cleaning.
Ensure their safety.
Right, to ensure their safety. Yeah. The other thing that I was thinking about was, okay, so when these people are going through all of this that they were going through right now, what's the important thing? It's to keep in contact with each other.
Right.
So with your clients, your customers, you want to make sure that you are staying engaged with them. So that means if you have a Facebook account, an Instagram account, make small videos to let them know that, guess what, I miss you guys. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Right.
Or to even get them some pointers of how can they do some things at home.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people.
How-to videos.
Right, how-to videos to keep them engaged with your business.
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
I absolutely agree, because it shows, it brings you up to a different level, because think about this. Every week now we're seeing different artists battle each other.
Oh yeah.
On Instagram.
Yes. That Jill Scott and Erykah Badu was really good.
Yeah. and you're right. And I'm bringing this up for a reason.
Right.
It's because, were they doing that at first?
No, they were not.
They were not doing that at first. Things changed. They had to shift their mindsets.
Right.
They had to change their strategy because nobody's buying concert tickets right now.
Right.
Nobody's coming out to their performance.
That's true.
Nobody's so the next best thing, let me jump online,
Right.
chit chat with my people that say they're my fans. Let me show them how much I appreciate them
Right.
as a fan by providing a free concert.
Yes.
We've got to shift and change our perspective in
do.
this moment, because if not, a year from now, and please understand this thing is not about to stop in the next week.
Right.
Okay? It's not about to stop in the next week. We're gonna feel the effects of this for a little bit, because you're gonna have, like I mentioned, you're gonna have some of these companies that are gonna close and that have already closed that are not gonna be able to open back up.
Right.
Those employees are going to feel the effects of this. Their families are going to feel the effects of this. So what I'm saying is, if you're getting ready to do something, start now in the future.
Right. That's good. That's really good.
Start now in the future. Don't wait till you get there to get your app. Don't wait till you get there to
Right.
get your website. Don't wait till you get there to get remote products.
Right.
Don't wait for that time. Be ready right now. Like, think about the future
Right.
now. It's going to be very important, and it's going to be detrimental to your survival as a business, as an entrepreneur.
Right. And that's one thing we want to encourage you today, to make sure that, you're thinking of this right now, not
Right.
after everything. Well, we'll never go back to the normal.
The normal, yeah. It's not.
It's going to be our new
normal
norm at this point. So being proactive and thinking of those creative ways to reach out to your clients and customers is the best thing for us right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is what we want to do. I believe, like, somewhere in the thread or something like that, we're going to share a website, because listen, guys, there's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of tools, a lot of information that's free for you to know, so that you can know how to move, when to move, what not to move, all of that good stuff. And so I'm pretty sure many of you know this, but there's the website. It's www.uschamber.com /coronavirus-communication-toolkit.
Right.
We'll share this link somewhere in our thread on the page, so that you guys can be able to go to it.
And they have some great graphics for safety, what you should be doing, what are the signs. If you need something to post on your social media platforms, or even print them out to put in your business, that's a great resource that's actually accurate. You want to make sure you're putting out the information that's correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So, guys, listen, this is our prayer. You heard this information.
Yes.
You gained something from it. You're able to take what you just heard, put it into action some kind of way, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
One thing at a time. You don't have to do everything all at once. Start with the most, I would say maybe with the most important one first. So at this time, the question is the most important one an app or the website?
Right.
Which one is the most important? Right now in this time, it's the app.
Yep.
It's the app, because the app is on everybody's phone.
Right.
You can do a social media campaign and say, hey, guys, my business is back. We up and going. Go download our app.
Yeah.
You'll be able to order our products. And I mean, man, it'll just lead from one thing to another. And here's what's going to happen. Once people get your app, it's going to dictate your next move.
Right.
Here's why. Because the people that are going to be using your app, your users, they're going to start doing little things and saying little things that, as a business owner and entrepreneur, you're going to have to pay attention to.
Right.
And once you pay attention to it, then that means you got to do something.
You got the data. You have the data.
Exactly.
You have the
data.
Right. So that way you can make smart and wise moves for your next business adventure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's good.
Well, guys, listen. I hope. Listen, I really do hope. I know that's probably wrong wording, but I'm just saying it's my hope that you got something from this tonight that you're going to be able to use today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. All right. So what we want to do is I want to leave you with a final thought. All right. Final thought is this. Listen, despite everything going on, one thing we have to be confident in is in the Lord our God.
That's it.
We got to be confident in him. We see many examples throughout the Bible where God gives us insight and instruction. He gives us warning, telling us to do this and to, telling the people in the Bible at that time to do this and to do that, so that they can avoid certain tragedy. It's not that they didn't go through it, but he gives them some type of insight that allows them to go through it with grace.
That's it.
Right? He allows famine to hit, but then you have some people that don't even starve. Wow. You have plagues to hit, and some people don't even die. They're not even fazed by it. So it doesn't mean that they didn't go through anything. It doesn't mean that they didn't do nothing, but they did what God said do, and it instructed them to prevail.
Wow.
Through every plague and every famine. Remember Matthew 6:31. It says, therefore, do not worry or be anxious, perpetually uneasy, distracted, saying, what are we going to eat? Or what are we going to drink? Or what are we going to wear? Don't worry about that stuff.
Don't worry about it.
Listen, you do what God tells you to do. Listen, those promptings that you're feeling and that you're experiencing, that you're seeing, they are not for naught.
Yes.
They're meant for you to respond and react to them. So pray about it. Get in agreement with God concerning everything for your life. Because you think about what Hebrews talks about. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loose in heaven. What those two things simply mean is this. Whatever I say, heaven has to agree with me.
Wow.
Guys, hope y'all had an amazing night tonight.
Yes.
Welcome to the Recovery Room.
Welcome to the Recovery Room.
We're so excited to have you guys with us. We cannot wait to join you again right here.
Right.
Same back time, same back channel next week.
Yes.
Share, invite, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff on our social media at Enter Recovery.
Right.
At Enter Recovery on all social media. All right, guys, God say the same. We'll see you again next week.
See you again.
Peace.
Peace.